Hello everybody, and welcome back to DC Universe Online with me and Levi Ravensight and Steve. And last time, I can't remember. I think we did the Bruno Mannheim mission, and maybe that was the time before that. Oh, we went and did Aquaman and stuff. Also, funny thing about the last episode, for whatever reason, again, the same thing happened when I was doing Frostbreaker, but the final mission didn't count towards the actual mission like it was supposed to. I don't even know if I still have it or not. I think I collected it. I think I did, yeah. It collected it, and that's why we didn't go talk to Manhunter again. Even though we went through the mission and it's like, you did it. It didn't count. So, I don't know what happened, but I went ahead and I went back through it, and now we have my favorite mission ever. Final exams.
So we've got a little undead situation at the University of Gotham. Felix Faust's magents are draining souls from students, and zombies are overrunning the area. Talk to Captain Marvel in the Diamond District Police Station so we can put these souls to rest.
Oh yes, this is something I totally want to do. But that's fine. It's fine. It's just part of leveling. Plus, we're getting really, really close to the end, so it's pretty much going to be most of the same missions we did with Frostbreaker, except the hero version. So, I mean, that's not so bad. It's going to be the same missions, the same ones I do and don't like, so, ugh. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? I tell yous, yeah, whatever. I was gonna say something else. I added a few things to the base, just if you were wondering. Trying to make it more creepy in here. Cause, well, let's just say a certain somebody might have to come here at some point in the future, and you guys may or may not want to be like, oh my god, I know all that. And I slayed a werewolf. Yep. Alright, let's get on with this. I'm stalling because I just don't like this mission. Let's go talk to Captain over at the Diamond District Police Station. Wait, wrong one. That one. Wow. It's like magic. What? I'm a little bit weird today, I apologize. But I did want to talk to you guys. One thing I didn't get to talk to you guys about in the last episode. I was talking about the Flash, I think. I was talking about the Flash that day. Hi, I'm Booster Gold.
And welcome to Exploration Adventures
with Booster Gold.
Today's adventure will take you to
I wish when you moved away from it, it just got quiet.
City Park recently infested with demons.
Ooh, infested with demons.
Hello, I'm Captain Marvel.
Hi, Captain Marvel.
Save Faust's victims and prevent Black Adam from making a terrible mistake. He believes Felix Faust can raise his wife, Isis, from the dead, but evil acts have evil results. We must stop this ritual.
Must we?
Here. My greetings.
Got a pretty cool cape.
The necromancer Felix Faust is targeting innocents to steal their souls. Empower a ritual to bring Black Adam's wife Isis back from the grave.
Blah blah blah.
No
Isis. Blah blah blah. Black Adam. Blah blah blah. Dead wife. Blah blah blah. Anyway, last time we were talking about The Flash, which is out tomorrow, the new episode, so I'm excited to see that. If you're watching this tomorrow, then it's out today, I guess. But today was another episode of Gotham, and last week was an episode of Gotham, and I didn't get to talk about it. Also, I think last time I was telling you guys I was going to watch Arrow, and I went ahead because, like I said before, with Arrow, I just didn't really care for season 3. I think it was season 3. Maybe it was season 2. No, it had to be season 3. I think it was season 3. I just wasn't really impressed with it. The whole, like, I don't know, the Ra's al Ghul thing was just meh, and the stuff with Arsenal was like, oh, cool, they're bringing Arsenal in, and then they just, like, continued, like, backing off from it, and that was really annoying. But, it was okay, the ending of it. It wasn't really what I expected it to be. If you guys haven't seen it, you can go watch it. It's like on Netflix right now. So go watch it if you want. But no, leave me alone. I have to go talk to this guy about how he dropped a package. He left his package somewhere.
I was supposed to deliver this really important exobyte research to Star Labs, but the zombies
To
attacked,
Star
and I left it
Labs?
in my car.
Oh
Can you get it
dear,
back for me?
I left the research somewhere. I don't know where it is. It could be anywhere. Do you know where my car is too? I don't know where it is.
soul well for Faust.
Anyway, it was okay. I didn't really like the whole, like, they were doing so good, like, with bringing Ollie into the group and building this really cool group dynamic, and he was starting to let people in. You know, he was letting the Flash in. They were starting to work together. All this really cool stuff. And then they just do this story where, like, this is all spoilers. So if you haven't watched it, go watch it. I apologize. If you want to hear what happens, then great. But, like, I just didn't like it. It was weird. They just, like, backed away from everything that they had set up before. It's kind of like the idea how I told you guys about how I was going to end Event Horizon. It would have just been like an entire step back from where we were. And I really, really hate that in stories when the writers are just like, we need a way out. We need some sort of crazy dynamic here to really change things
Wonder
up.
Woman here. My greetings.
I know,
The
Wonder
foul
Woman.
necromancer Felix Faust is
I am
targeting
talking,
innocents
Wonder
to steal
Woman.
their souls.
Can't you see I'm
And power
talking?
rituals
This is
to bring
my
Black
show,
Adam's white
not
princess
yours.
back from the
You get
grave.
your own show,
No
maybe.
good can come of this. We must
You get your
save
own part
these
in the
people and
movie.
Stop Faust.
I mean, that's pretty amazing. Didn't think that was going to happen for a long, long time. But, yeah, I don't know. I just really don't like that in books and stories where they're like, it's a really great example is when I was in high school, which is a long, long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away. My writing teacher always would refute any story you gave them that ended with, and it was all a dream. If you put that in your story, or if you said it was some sort of dream, like they went to sleep and then they went into this world, then your like story would basically get like a C or less automatically for that. It's such a cheap way to like put the reader, or you know, the reader in this like weird predicament, like this is not truly happening, which is one kind of problem I have with I'm playing Soma, and I was gonna talk about this in the next episode that I do, but I'm still not sure what's going on because it's very weird, but it very much feels like the entire thing is not real, and it, you know, that entirely makes sense, but it feels like that none of this is going to have any effect on anything, and you're going to go through all these harrowing things and see all these horrific things and become a different person at the end, and then when you come out of it, none of it was for anything. So yeah, I just really don't like stories where they're like, well, this was all for nothing, pretty much, type of thing. But I mean, Arrow isn't that bad. It's just the story that they picked for it, where it's like Ollie is, he has to betray his team to get into Ra's al Ghul's good whims or good nature and get into his League of Assassins and become a part of that team, so that they believe that he has traded sides and everything. But the entire time he's not willing to bring anyone in, and it's understandable he wants to keep it kind of secret, but like he does some terrible things, like
dissertation notes.
Like really terrible things. Not to be super spoilery, but he really betrays Diggle, and that ruins their friendship because he takes this weird chance that was unnecessary. I mean, Diggle probably wouldn't have approved the whole situation anyway, but at least you could have let him know in advance that this is all a part of this so that I can get close to Roz and stop him, and it's for the greater good to betray you. So you're just kind of going to have to go along with it. And I'm sure Diggle would still go along with it because he's being betrayed, and that's
There's no
ooh,
way he
avian
resurrects
staff.
Isis out of the good of his heart. He doesn't have
Quack,
one.
quack,
He's up to
in the
something.
face, right in the face. Steve, take him out. Thanks, Steve. But yeah.
Faust is channeling the power of his stolen souls through a
Alright, I honestly don't care what Wonder Woman has to say for this mission. She's so sweet and everything, but I just don't care about this mission. I just don't. That staff is actually pretty garbage compared to what I have, but it's a new style. I think it's like a feather style avian. What is it? Oh no, it's like a weird bird beak thing. I like my futuristic type staff with balls on it better. It's way more cool looking. But yeah, in the end, it just like he also betrays everyone he knows, like everyone except for whatever reason the Flash knows what's going on. And the Flash is not even, like, his closest friend. He just is a part of, like, the superhero friendship thing. And it's so weird how they deal with it. But in the end, like, he ends up betraying the team, and Flash comes and helps him out. And it's just really weird. I didn't like it. I just didn't like Season 3.
The magic in Faust's barrier will let only his
it
soulless
felt
through.
like
We must disguise
they pushed
it.
it in a direction that it did not need to go, and I just don't care for that in a story where they set up all this great stuff, like this is the beginning of something even better, and then they just backtrack and they leave it at that, and you're like, well, great, now we're back at square one, you know? Now he's got to befriend everyone. But the new season's been pretty good so far, in my opinion. It's pretty cool, and it's really setting it up to go into like the mystical realm, which is going to be great for bringing in, because they've said that, I don't remember the actor's name offhand, but Constantine is going to be brought in at least as a secondary character, which is going to be great, you know, like a cameo type thing. That's going to be really awesome. And it'll set it up for stuff like Hot Girl. That'll be really cool.
Hey! Can you hear me? I'm stuck up here. It's the zombie apocalypse down there.
It's
They've
a
already
zombie
taken out a couple of
apocalypse.
supers. No way I'm opening these doors until those things are gone.
Okay.
Joker's clowns held me up 2 weeks ago, made me stash some of those crazy boxes of his.
Wacha. Wada.
I'm afraid the zombies will set them off again.
Bird, eat you. Are they wearing like skeleton outfits for Halloween? Please tell me they're wearing skeleton outfits for Halloween. I don't think they are, but that'd be pretty awesome. But the new season's kind of cool. I like the, well, there's not much of like a secondary story. Again, it's doing all this weird stuff. I don't know. Season 3 jacked everything up, I think, of Arrow, because like, what's a good way to explain it. So okay. So in season 2 of Arrow, if you guys haven't seen it by now, you're way out of the loop. But season 2 of it, the whole like secondary story where they talk about Ollie dealing with being on the island, and he gets like captured, and it starts talking about the chemical that Deathstroke has in his body, which is kind of cool because it gives him way more context and stuff to his character. Because if you don't know Slade Wilson, he in the comic books, he was a part of like an experiment with, I think they called it like Chemical X or Weapon X. Either way, it's pretty much the same. Well, it's in fact pretty much the exact same story. If you know, like Deadpool, and Deadpool was written by the same guy who wrote a lot of DC stuff, I believe. Was it? It wasn't Jack Kirby. It was somebody else, I think. But they pretty much were like, we want to make a Deathstroke character. And so they pretty much just like ripped everything from Deathstroke and just made Deadpool instead. But he's pretty much the exact same person. And I think they had a crossover at one point. But yeah, they put a lot of context into that, and Ollie getting off the island finally and stuff, and just dealing with all that. And season 2 was really great because it was this big fight between Deathstroke and him, and he's getting Red Arrow as the teammate, and then Starling is just like torn apart by this just mass panic that Deathstroke brings to the city. It was very cool. I really enjoyed season 2. But then in season 3, well, I think even at like the end of season 2, they set it up and they're like, guess what? He doesn't get off the island. He goes to, I think he went to like China? And we're like, okay, I guess it would be kind of weird if he didn't get saved by the boat like he did in the first season. So then in like the second season, or in the third season, all he did was be in China dealing with becoming like an assassin, which was weird. And I guess that kind of built up the character of how he's like a badass fighter and stuff, but I don't know. I didn't really like it. I didn't like it as much. It felt really forced, sort of. But then at the end of that, he doesn't get back on the island. Or no, I think it was at the beginning of this season. He doesn't like leave and go home and be safe and everything. He has to go and deal with Waller, and she sends him back to the island. So hopefully this is the last time they kind of revisit this, and after this story they're like, and that's why he became who he is. I'm hoping anyway. But so far it's been pretty good. The villain they chose, I'm not familiar with the ghosts, but they have Damien Dark, and he's kind of like, it brings in that whole magical side of things, and I guess we're gonna find that out in Ollie's like past story thing that they do. We're gonna learn about how he knows about magic, so that'll be kind of cool to learn all that and stuff. Maybe that'll be the cameo. I hope not. I hope Constantine is legit in it and not just like, I met him in my past and that's how I know him. I want it to be like he comes in and he's like, looks like you need some help there, mate. That was the worst like Londoner accent. Oi, mate. My British accent is terrible. I gotta be honest. Like, I do Black Magnum with a British accent. I still don't really understand that whole thing, but I'm just like, I feel like he needs a British accent. He needs to be like that evil British voice. So I just did it. It doesn't make any sense at all, but in my mind it makes sense that he's so crazy that he creates this like evil British accent just to be that much more evil. But yeah, I don't know. I'm excited to see what happens. The last episode, not to be super spoilery, but the ending was super cool. It was really cool. It's setting it up for what happens in.
It's dinner time.
I guess it's not that big of a big deal, but it's been in all the trailers and stuff for Legends of Tomorrow. How she becomes White Canary, and so I'm really cool, or I'm really excited about that because it's really, really cool. Go away, villainous! Just die. There's so many freaking zombies. I don't need to kill them all. It just helps out. I don't have to worry about Jack and stuff and Jill climbing up and down that hill to fetch a pail of water. Yeah, you didn't expect that turn to happen in the story. And then Jack almost died. And then he had a brain problem, and now he has to go into the Matrix using the Oculus Rift, and he has to fight the demons and monsters from BioShock and Wall-E. So yeah, that's gonna be crazy. Go watch my Soma episodes. Oh god, nobody's interested in that, but you know, whatever. I'm gonna do it for Halloween. It'll be fun. I get scared. That game scares the crap out of me. I don't like scary stuff.
Faust minions swarm inside. You must collect their ichor. Combine with the effects from those Kandaki artifacts. This should temporarily loosen your...
Yay!
Separating you from your soul is the only way to take out the deathless obelisks Faust is using to protect his portal.
That's okay.
Hey, look on the bright side. If you don't have one, Faust can't steal it, right?
Faust,
Oh yeah, that makes me feel a whole lot better. I feel like not having a soul would be worse than actually having a soul. Because if you had a soul, then he has something to steal. If you don't have a soul, then you're probably in a worse off situation, because then he can just manipulate your soulless body with something else.
The god of the sky, Horus, has the authority to return
fireplace.
soul from beyond death.
Fine. Could always use extra fireplaces. I'll take the style. Nothing really else here. Ooh, what is that? Colt nightstand. I'll take that. And ooh, druid. Anything else cool? Emperor hand. I think that was the stuff I got before that I hijacked. I hijacked it from the bank, the League Bank. I'll put that in the bank, the League Bank, and probably those. Somebody else can have them. Tech revolver. The tech revolver is probably one of the coolest one. It's like a big, fat, heavy, like big old, Smith & Wesson 500 or something like that. Super cool gun. What were we talking about? Stuff about things and things. Stuff about Arrow. And then I forgot. Oh well, didn't matter, I'm sure. I'm sure it didn't matter. I'm sure I wasn't in the middle of saying something as I usually am and get sidetracked by things. But yeah, then the new season of it looks pretty cool. I'm excited. I'm really excited for Heroes of Tomorrow, because let's be honest, like, I don't know the actor's name, but the actor playing Captain Cold and the actor playing Heatwave, they were both in Prison Break, and they, you know, that surprised me. But they are so good in these roles. Like, Heatwave doesn't get a lot of screen time, but Captain Cold gets a ton of screen time, and he's so fun to watch. He's so perfect in the role in every way, and I really want to see him interact with, like, the whole crew all the time. But yeah, the new season of Arrow is really setting it up for that. I'm excited to see what happens with the Flash because I'm still not totally sold on what's gonna happen. Oh my god, you guys, I swear.
You will have to lift your soul with the demon Etrigan. He waits for you near Faust's deathless obelisk.
Ooh, I wonder if I can still have Steve as a zombie.
We do. A test with my lasso has proved he will keep your soul safe.
Probably not, knowing my luck. But it'd be really cool.
I don't want to eat people. How about hot dogs? I'd get them myself, but every time I try, some jerk tells me to kill, maim, and destroy. So uncool, man.
So uncool, man. I just want to be like a total stoner zombie.
Hail, mortal.
No, Steve, he's gone. No!
You must destroy those cursed towers.
Alright.
Mighty undead power.
Alright, I get it. You don't have to keep rhyming. You rhyme way too much, Etrigan. Like, nobody cares. Just, like, talk normal. Just be like, screw the curse. I'm just gonna talk normal because I don't want to sound like a buffoon the entire time. Back to Gotham, which was what I was gonna talk about. Oh my god, zombies, stop it! You're giving me the hiccups, and I don't like them. They get in the way of my speeching thing. Words, talk, words, things. Anyway, so Gotham, episode 4 was...
Dissertation notes. The consent of Anubis is required for any travel from beyond the afterlife.
Sorry, I had to clear my throat. It was pretty cool. I gotta be honest. It set it up that Theo Gallivant, this like new sort of villainy guy, is come to Gotham, and he was controlling Jerome and all those people, and they're setting it up that he's gonna be like running for mayor, and then it's gonna put him in the spotlight. And I imagine at some point they're gonna somebody's gonna double cross him or find out who he is, and that's what happens in the newest episode. But the last the episode 4, he manipulates Penguin, and Penguin, Oswald, he's finally like getting into his name because now he's this big crime boss. And it was so cool like how they portrayed him, because it's really starting to show how he becomes like just super evil all the time, just very psychotic, but not actually psychotic. He's just a very, very like, I guess just sociopathic the entire time. But yeah, it's really starting to set up his character really nicely. Oh no! No! Oh, I didn't make it. Oh well, whatever. It's his own fault for dying. It's not that hard. To live, I mean, not it's pretty easy to die, but it's not that hard to stay alive. But yeah, he's manipulating Penguin now. Theo is, and so he's making Penguin do all his dirty work basically. And I'm loving it so much because it's really cool to see him go through like this power struggle, because as we know, Penguin is not a guy that likes to take orders from other people. He likes to give orders all the time. He does not like to be the one being stepped on the entire time, and that's what they kind of set up for him previously with Fish Mooney and all that. But yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool to see how he handles Theo and gets out of the situation that he's in, because I don't really want to spoil stuff because it just came out today. But it was really, really, really cool. So you guys should go watch that if you like Gotham, because I just really like where it's going. And Riddler, they're kind of doing this. He's definitely putting on this like gotta goody two-shoes kind of guy. Just trying to really fit in to really win this girl, and it's showing that he is like a really smart, really good guy. It's just at certain points he loses it, and I don't know. I'm excited to see how they explore that. The newest episode, they did the thing that they always do, which, you know, I don't blame them. You have like the best villains in comic book history at your disposal. I mean, let's be honest, Batman really does have like the best villains ever out of everyone. I mean, there's some great ones and other stuff, but even Superman, it's like, who do you remember as Superman's like arch nemesis is? You have like Doomsday, which is great. Lex Luthor, he's always a great one. And Metallo. I'm trying to think of some more. Bizarro, I guess. But I mean, Batman, he's got the Joker, he's got the Penguin, he's got the Riddler, he's got Two-Face, he's got Poison Ivy, he's got Mr. Freeze, he's got Solomon Grundy, he's got who else do we got? Catwoman. Just so many good ones, and I don't know. It's really hard not to just be like, hey, check out all these great villains that will come eventually. I don't think they need to do it, though. It's kind of like shoving it in people's faces and being like, look what you could have, but you don't, do you? Kind of. Maybe not that evil, but they definitely shove it in your face a little bit more than they need to. It's like, we get it. We get it. This is what's going to happen. You don't need to tell us. But they explore a very, very toasty insect that wreaks havoc on Gotham a lot in the comic books. And he has an affinity for warm gas. That's the best way I could tiptoe around it. If you guys didn't get that, then wow, there's no way I can like Pictionary it better. Oh no, what is it? It's not Pictionary. It's charades it better than that.
Wow, don't you look totally decomposed? You'll blend right in. For Faust to raise Isis, he'll be surrounded by Solus powering the flame of life.
Did I get all hot dogs? No, I didn't. Alright. I gotta collect some more hot dogs, and then we gotta do the second part of that mission. I didn't do it with Frostbreaker, though, so it'll be fine. But I basically gotta go save kids and stuff, because, well, they're useless without me. Let's be honest. There's a hot dog stand. There's a hot dog stand! It's like being back at the ballpark. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Gonna eat hot dogs 'cause I'm a zombie. And I don't wanna eat all my friends, so I'll have myself a big foot long. Wait, that might sound gay. But oh well, 'cause I like big old long ween. I can't do it. I can't do it. Anyway, yeah, the new episode was Gotham was pretty cool. I really like how this season, I liked how the whole series is. Because I really like watching like the whole like character thing between Harvey and Gordon, you know? It's just, it's so good. Like the actors they chose to play Commissioner Gordon, Harvey Bullock. It's just, they're perfect for each other. And then they got, what, I forget the actor that they got. But they got him to play their, like, chief now. For the, they got some really good actor. I forget his name, but he's in, like, I think he might have been, no, I don't think he was in The Sopranos. But he's been in, like, a lot of cop shows and stuff, and if you see him and you've seen it, then you know who I'm talking about. Words. You know who I'm talking about. And he's really great actor. So it's really, really good to see them getting like a really great actor to do this part for it. Jesus! Zombies! Go away! Nobody wants you! Do you know why people don't like zombies? It's because of this. Crowding around people. Getting in their personal space. Biting their limbs off. It's just, it's not cool, bro. Nobody likes zombies. Actually, pretty much like everyone likes zombies. But not in a friendly way. Zombies as friends is weird. Also as, like, porn. That's really weird. Like, no offense. Okay, yeah, some offense if you're, like, into zombie porn. But, I'm just gonna say, you might want to talk to somebody. Because that shit's not normal. It's not normal. I guess it kind of is. I don't know, I guess...
You came just in time.
Let me think about it for a second, what I'm about to say. Is being into undead people better than being necrophilic? Like, I think that's the right word, necrophilia? Necrophilic? Is it better than being necrophilic? Yes. Does that make it good? No. Just because it wiggles around doesn't mean it's still appropriate. Oh my gosh. Touched a lot of topics today. Zombies, necrophilia, Gotham, The Flash. Oh my gosh. So many subjects today. Good night, Temp. Good night. Good night. Nighty. Good nighty. Oh my god. Yeah. If you guys don't watch Gotham, I really highly suggest it to you, because even though it may not be your thing, just like the whole like Bruce Wayne thing, it's just it's the motif you have to keep up. Like you couldn't do Gotham without a Batman. But since it's like old Gotham, then you kind of have to like put him in as a kid. Like that's the best way to do it. It's the only way you could do it, really. So yeah, I just really suggest it to people. Oh, also, supposedly the writers, I think, for the show, I think it was the writers or it's the producers or something. They mentioned somewhere in an article that we're going to see Court of Owls, and that seems to have already begun in the most recent episode, and that's really cool because I want to see Court of Owls in like an actual live TV setting, not just like the cartoon version where Batman beats up on his kid, which is it's not a bad movie. It's just like, I don't know if I really want to watch an entire like movie about how Batman beats the shit out of his son. Let's be honest, that's what it's about. And, you know, troublesome kid and all that jazz.
You came just in time. They're stealing our souls.
It's boring. I don't want to see that. I want to see something cool. So this would be a great, if they do it right, do like a Court of Owls thing. Suck it! I stole your thingy! That was actually kind of a dick move, but whatever. I don't like this mission, so I'm gonna be a dick the entire time. I can, all the dick will come out. So much dick everywhere. Just up in your face. Just right in there. Big old dick. Right in the face. Oh my. Yeah. I went through all my topics really quick. I don't have anything else to talk about. So, how's your day? This is pretty much the part, I think, where everybody, like, zones out of the video. But it might be a good place to stop because we're getting kind of long in the episode. It's about 40 minutes in. So this might be a good place to stop. I will finish up this mission. It's literally me just beating up zombies for, like, another 20 minutes while I try to get these kids out. Because zombies just keep on spawning. Because holy shit, gotta have zombies. Yeah, so, thanks for joining me, everybody. If you enjoyed this episode, please hit that like button. And if you like necrophilia, also hit that like button. I'm pretty sure we're gonna get very few likes for that. And probably a lot more dislikes for that. But thanks for joining me, everybody. And I will see you all next time.